Today we are focused entirely on the pre-license education requirements for the Texas Real Estate Salesperson exam. The Texas Real Estate Commission, or TREC, mandates that all applicants complete a total of 180 hours of qualifying education. This isn't just any 180 hours. It's a very specific curriculum, broken down into 6 mandatory 30-hour courses. The 6 courses are Principles of Real Estate 1, Principles of Real Estate 2, Law of Agency, Law of Contracts, Promulgated Contract Forms, and Real Estate Finance. The exam will not just ask you for the total number of hours. That's too easy. Instead, it will test your knowledge of these specific 6 courses. For example, a question might state that an applicant has completed 120 hours covering Principles 1, Law of Contracts, Promulgated Forms, and Finance, and then ask what is still required. You would need to identify that Principles 2 and Law of Agency are the missing pieces. Another common trap is confusing these mandatory courses with other real estate topics. A test question might say an applicant took a 30-hour course in real estate marketing from a TREC-approved provider, and ask how many hours this counts toward their pre-license requirement. The answer is 0. While it might be a valid course, it is not one of the 6 required for initial licensing. It is also critical to remember that these courses must be taken from a provider that is officially approved by TREC. A course from a non-approved school, no matter how good, will not count. To help you remember the 6 mandatory courses, use this mnemonic: People love agency contracts and promulgated finance. People stands for principles covering both 1 and 2. Love reminds you that the next 2 are laws, specifically Law of Agency and Law of Contracts, and Promulgated Finance directly points to Promulgated Contract Forms and Real Estate Finance. This simple phrase can be a lifesaver when you're staring at a tricky question trying to recall the exact list. Finally, do not confuse these 180 pre-license hours with the Sales Agent Apprentice Education, or SAE, requirements needed for your first renewal. The exam might present a scenario mentioning SAE courses and ask if they satisfy the initial education requirements. They do not. SAE is post-licensing education that builds on this initial foundation. Knowing this distinction is key to avoiding another common exam trap. The exam wants to see that you know the exact path to licensure, which begins with these specific 6 courses, totaling 180 hours. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.